Hi everyone, I'm going to do another draft here, and as you can see I have the rare 3 female selection screen here. I'm going to go with the rogue again. The last one only went 5 and 3, which is about average for my overall gameplay, but rogue averages about 5.7, so um, it faltered a little there. That draft suffered from mostly a lack of removal, I'd say. But I'm going to pick rogue again. It's my auto include class for the arena. So here, it's going to be the Bomb Lobber. It's a great card in the arena, a premium pick. Sun Fury Protector is pretty good too, and Grim Patron is not good in classes that are not Mage. Mage has a ping ability to make some kind of poor man's Inspire mechanic, but it's going to be the Bomb Lobber. Great card. Here, it's going to be either Ogre Ninja or Matter Bomber. I'm going to go with the Ogre Ninja. So now I'm going to take the removal and betrayal. Betrayal is a card you don't see often in constructed, but it's decent in the arena. These two cards are not worth picking over betrayal. So here, these cards are average to bad at best. It's going to be a cut purse. It's an early drop, and it's an up-tempo card that gives me a coin when I do hit the face. Ravenholt, as I have said before, is not a good pick except for lethal. Wobbling Runts, it could work sometimes in the late game to give some late board presence, but the 2-6 distribution is just too underwhelming, so it's going to be a cut purse here. And coins are great. So here it's Ironforge, Cult Master, and Cavaldier. I'll go with the Cult Master. I often have trouble with card advantage, and Cult Master will let me cycle out cards, and once you have a chain going of trading and removal, and trading and card advantage, you pretty much win the game. Here it's Sap, Mechanical Yeti, Puddle Stopper. It's going to be a Sap here. It's hard removal, good tempo card. Mechanical Yeti's pretty good too, but I'm going to go for removal over decent minion for now. Tomb Pillager, Puddle Stomper, Silverhand Regent. It's going to be a Tomb Pillager here. I have said this before, Silverhand Regent is probably the worst with rogues because the Spire mechanic doesn't provide extra benefit. Puddle Stomper is just a 2-drop, which I will aim for later. It doesn't really do anything special. And the Tomb Pillager is a solid body, an offensive minion, and it gives me a coin. So here it's Dread Corsair, Lord of the Arena, Defias. It's going to be Defias. Pretty good early game, especially the coin Defias. It was good in beta, and it's still good now. Lord of the Arena doesn't have a great distribution for taunt, and Dread Corsair depends on having a weapon buff to be worth playing. Here, Undercity, Corehound, Jungle Panther. It's going to be Undercity. Just great card. You can coin it out turn 1 to get rid of something. Play it for tempo. It's a great card. Abomination, SI7, Goblin Sapper, SI7. These rogue cards they're giving me are much better than the neutrals so far in this draft. Yeah, Goblin Sapper you never really get to trigger. It's rare when they have a handful of 6 cards. An Abomination is situational for removing a lot of small stuff. Murloc, Blood Cell Raider, Murloc Tiny Fin, Force Tank Max. It's gonna be Blood Cell Raider. Probably the best with the rogue or any weapon class. Force Tank Max is a solid late game, but I'm gonna try to short my 2-drops, and yeah, short my 2-drops. I have a decent minion. Archmage, Sprint, Silvermoon. It's gonna be Sprint here. I've said this before. It'll win you games in a top deck situation. The other 2 cards are kind of average. So now that I picked a Sprint, I don't have a need to pick it again here. It's going to be Amani, Berserker, or Nubar. I'm not a big fan of a Nubar Ambusher, even though it has five mana stats for 4. The effect, I don't really like the effect at all. So I'm gonna go light here and take the Amani. Though I will have to work on my mid game coming down this draft. Gnomeregan, Salty Dog, Fossilized Devilsaur. So I don't have any beasts at the moment, which is a problem. I'm gonna go with the Salty Dog. It's not crazy. I don't think it's crazy to take Salty Dog here. Clockwork Knight, Direwolf, Capture Jormunger. It's gonna be Clockwork Knight. 5/5 for 5 is just great, even though I currently don't have any mechs. It's a fine card to take. Ironbeak, Stormpike Commando, Novergon. It's gonna be the Stormpike here. Silencing isn't the it's not as useful in the arena as it is constructed, I'd say. Novergon is appealing just because I have this hole here, but I'm gonna try to draft towards these 3s and 4s later on. Oasis Snapdraw, Ship's Cannon, Conceal. I'm gonna go with Ship's Cannon here. I don't think it's crazy to take Ship's Cannon. I have 2 pirates so far. Okay, this is great. I have a Piloted Shredder, Assassin's Blade, and Gadget and Jouster. It's gonna be a Piloted Shredder. It's the most value here. And it fills this void I have here, as you can see. Jouster is okay. Assassin's Blade is less so in the arena. Sprint, Stormwind Champion, Mookless Champion. It's gonna be Stormwind Champion here. Yeah, it's just a great card. I'll just buff my small stuff. It's great. Young Priestess, Sun Fury Protector, Master Jouster. I think it's gonna be Master Jouster here. Yeah, the effect is pretty good, even though I probably would fail some of the jousts here, considering my mana sizes of my minions. But I do have some big guys here, and once it triggers, it's pretty good. With a 5/6 for 6, you're giving up +1/+1, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Stormwind Knight, Argent Squire, Clockwork Gnome. I'm gonna take the Argent Squire here, I think, or it's gonna be the 1-drops. This Stormwind Knight, I'm not too high on Stormwind Knight, even though it's a 4-drop I need. Argent Squire or Clockwork Gnome. I'm gonna take the Argent Squire just because it has better survivability than other than the Clockwork Gnome. It'll cause the opponent to use some mana. Yeah. Eerie Statue, Emperor Cobra, target dummy. It's clearly the Emperor Cobra here. Helps fill the gap I have in my 3-drops as well. Pseudo removal. Stranglehorn, Defias, River Croc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might go with the Stranglehorn here. Though the Defias is also pretty appealing. It's really a tough call. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 things to play on turn 5, which is quite a bit too. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not like I have, too many 2-drops at the moment either. I'm going to Defias. Vanish, Gold Shear Footman, Tomb Pillager. It's going to be Tomb Pillager to satisfy the hole in my middle game. War Golem, Tinker's Oil, Ancient Brewmaster. It's going to be Tinker's Oil here. Deck is designed to have some comboing going on, some burst. Micro Machine, Acolyte of Pain, Vanish. It's going to be Acolyte of Pain. Just to fill this hole I have, like I said, as I keep mentioning this hole. Yeah. Knife Juggler, Master Disguise, Ancient Watcher. Most value pick here is Knife Juggler. And I have a lot of small stuff which would help trigger the knives. Nubisaf, Argent Squire, Blackwing Corruptor. It's gonna be another Argent Squire. I don't have any dragons to trigger Blackwing, and Nubisaf is not great. Explosive Sheep, Frigid Snowbolt, and Gnomish Inventor. So I don't have any need for spell damage currently. I don't have any spells that do damage. I only have a sap and a sprint. Let's be Gnomish Inventor here. Last pick, Headcrack or Warhorse Shady Dealer. It's gonna be Shady Dealer. I have a couple pirates to help trigger this.